everyone. Good morning. Welcome aboard. Of safety reminders before we head in to the reserve. Please make sure you watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs each side on the truck at all times. Make sure to remain totally and completely seated during the entire trip. If when we stop, you must remain seated. Also, make sure you hold them very tight to any items that you don't want to lose because it is going to be a very bumpy ride ahead. If you're traveling with small children, you're more than welcome to place them on your lap or on the seat. They must remain in there for the entire duration of the trip. And listen, we got air clearance, so we're gonna head our way to the literal archery forest. So in here, the animals, they rely on camouflage and are very shy, so since are most likely gonna be found hiding behind bushes or not. So like this, turning up around us here, we get to see a couple of different animals. So let's start on the left. So here, you get to see these beautiful orangey colored antelopes with horns. They are going to be bungos. They are nicknamed the ghost of the forest because they're rarely seen. Hello. Look at those pig ears. If you take a quick look on the right, behind the bamboos in the middle, there are like two dark brown antelopes. There's one laying down, and the other one's right next to it. So those are a moment that's baby. The baby is laying down over there. Those are okapis. They also, they have real cool white stripes on their backs. They kind of look like zebras. You might see them from the other side. They're actually related to giraffes. We know because they have the same school shape. Okapis are also very shy, reclusive antelopes as well. That's why they're hiding from us. But if you want to know a real cool thing about them, is that their tongue is so long they can lick their eyeballs, which is pretty cool. It looks like, as you go around, we get to see a couple of black rhinos. So you see all the trees are like near the water here on the left. So to the left side of him, there's a black rhino sleeping. You can see him right here. He kind of looks like a big rock, so that doesn't help much. But he's right here. And then as you go around, you see another one which is eating up there. So I'm gonna go around here. And then here on the left, you see another black rhino. He's eating up there. Black rhinos are actually solitary, that's why they're like separated. They can actually weigh as much as 3,000 pounds, and they can still charge up to 30 miles an hour, which is pretty amazing. They're super heavy. They still have some speed in those legs. On the right hand side, at the very top of the hill, you might notice a different antelope species up there. They also have big ears. Those are greater kudus. And both bungos and greater kudus, they also have white stripes on their bodies. But for them, the stripes helps them to blend their silhouettes right behind bushes, and that keeps them safe from predators. As we go around on our left side, behind these bamboos, kind of like to the right of them, there are two black and white birds in the middle. Those are saddle-billed storks. They actually have a wingspan of 9 feet, which is the same size as the canopy that's above their heads, and they can get up to 5 feet tall. So now we're gonna head our way to the Safi River. Here, the animals like to be and spend most of the day in the water. They do it to avoid overheating, so this one's up ahead. They might be submerged, so gotta keep our eyes in the water to see what we can find, because sometimes they like to eat all the way down at the bottom. It looks like on the islands that are coming up here, you might see a group of grayish colored birds. There's actually a couple right here on this island, and then there's some more up ahead also on the right. These are pin-backed pelicans. They get their name because they get a really cool pink coloration on their backs during mating season. You can see a couple here on the right, and then if you take a quick look on the left, behind the first island, there are some hippos in the water. Those are also napping over there. They're starting to wake up a little. Nah, never mind. They're back to sleep. You know, hippos, they can actually hold respiration underwater for about 8 minutes. A really cool thing about hippos is that they actually do not swim. They just walk at the bottom. Male hippos, they can weigh as much as 5,500 pounds. They are also very territorial, and they like to protect their space. Sometimes we're able to see some more hippos around the corner here. See if there is any. Looks like instead we'll get to see some Nile crocodiles on our left side. Maybe all the way in the back here, there's a couple out of the water. The rest are somewhere in the water. Kind of like all the way in the back. On the left, you can see a few. Crocodiles, they have really strong chests. Their diet consists mostly out of fish. However, if something bigger crosses its way, like a zebra or a wildebeest, they will eat it. The average size of the Nile crocodile is going to be 16 feet long and 500 pounds of weight. And they are also the largest species of chameleon in Africa. So now we're getting close into West Savannah. Here, the animals do not rely on camouflage, as in the entry forest of distance of the heads are going to be easier to spot. So they might be found in groups because they rely on each other and on their speed to be safe. So from up here, the savannah looks pretty quiet, but let's see if once we go down and around we can start seeing some animals. I think there are going to be some giraffes down there. We're going to see one over here. There's some wildebeest up ahead. So you take a look straight ahead between all those trees right in front of us. On the far right, there's a giraffe over there. There's some more towards the end, which we'll get to see as we go around. It looks like closer to us, we get to see some Hartman Mountain zebras. There's actually one back here on the right, trying to hide behind a tree. So you can start to see here a little bit. And then there's some more towards the center, so we'll get to see them as we go around. So the species of zebras that's coming up here, they have a little thing hanging on their neck, which is called the dewlap, that actually helps them to cool down their body temperature. They also have their bellies entirely white. They have little stripes in them, so we can also identify them as a mountain zebra. Another group of zebras is called a dazzle. It's a really cool name. Sometimes around this area on the left, we're able to see some real cool animals. So it looks like by the wall that's at the end, laying down in front of it, there are some yellowish, black and white colored animals in there. You see them over there, those are African painted ducks. They are actually one of the most successful predators in Africa. That's because they take turns to chase their prey until it collapses from exhaustion. Usually 90% of their hunts are successful because of that. So now we're just gonna join the other ones there, like to cuddle together. So let's see. Oh, so back here on the left, behind this big bush, all the way towards the end, there are some dark brown antelopes just chilling over there. Those are sable antelopes. They're actually the official emblem of the reserve. And they also have horns and laid back roots, and those help them to protect their backs from predators, usually lions. From here on the right, you can see a couple more zebras a bit closer. These two, they're kind of like one in front of the other one. Are going to be your babies or your youngest. They're about 11 months old. They don't look like it, but they are. Yeah, they're a couple of days apart, so they're like roughly 11 months. Their birthdays are coming. So you can see them a little bit more from here. And then we're getting close to the giraffes up ahead. Gonna get to see a couple. So the zebra near the road here. It looks like that one's kind of like moving. So let's see where she's heading. You can see the zebras just following us this way now. I see them on the right side there. So you can see a giraffe from here on the right. It looks like she's behind these trees here. There's some more up ahead which are a bit closer and more visible. So we'll get to them in just a second. Looks like that one's hiding from us. So let's check out this one's back here. So at the very top of the hill straight ahead, you might notice some gray antelopes. Those are going to be wildebeest. And then we get to see a giraffe back here. Now there's other giraffes are a bit more visible. They're not hiding behind trees. So see this too from here. Kind of like watching you. And giraffes can get a stall from 18 to 20 feet. They can spend the whole day eating or just walking around. They just sleep about 30 minutes during the day. They usually do a standing as well. And with those really long short legs, giraffes can charge up to 30 miles an hour over short distances, and they can go up to 10 miles an hour over long distances as well. They also have really powerful kicks. You can see some more from this side. Looks like that one's just eating from bushes there. And you know, the heart of the giraffes is big as a basketball, so I believe they have a lot of love to get to the world. So we have to protect them, take care of them. So now it's gonna be our turn to head into elephant country. So let's see if we can find some elephants up ahead. Looks like we're gonna have a couple straight ahead. You can see mostly their backs from here, so let's see if we can find a better spot. They're like all the way back on the right side. Sometimes we are able to see some monkeys around this area, so let's check it out. So I don't see no monkeys yet. You can see the backs of the elephants from here, and there's a second spot which we'll get to see them a tiny bit closer, hopefully a little bit better, which is going to be after this trees here on the right side. You can see them a tiny bit more, and depending how far back they are, you might get to see them from the bridge we're going to cross in just a moment. If not, hopefully we can find some more up ahead. Now, African elephants, they can weigh as much as 15,000 pounds. They can eat up to 300 pounds during the day. So from here, you might see them a little bit. Friends, let's see if we can find some more elephants up ahead. In the meantime, let her know something that you can do to help them out. So recycling your old electronics. It's because electronic devices, they contain this little mineral on them called coltan. Mining for it is causing elephants to lose their habitat. So right now, you can recycle your old cameras and old phones. It's actually going to help lots of elephants. Like once we're going to encounter up ahead here on the left to protect their lands and their species as well. That's what we want. So you can start to see an elephant from here. She's on her left side down there. As we go around the rocks, you get to see her a little bit more. So let's just go around here and then we'll get to her. So after this tree, some palm trees, you can start to see the elephants a little bit more. We have this one here, and then towards the back we'll get to see some more. African elephants, they also have very sensitive skin, so what they'll do, so fly sand or mud all over their backs and their bodies to use it as a natural form of sunscreen. They also have a really cool cooling system on their ears, so when they flap them, that actually helps them to cool down their body temperature. So as we go around here, we get to see some more animals. There's another elephant in between the rocks here on the left. You might see her from the other side a bit better. We also have some real cool animals up ahead, which are the flamingos. These ones are actually greater flamingos, and they are also the lightest shade of pink. Color of their feathers comes from their diet, so they eat little tiny brine shrimp, which contains distinct beta-carotene, and that's what makes their feathers pink. Do you remember the elephant that was in between the rocks? Look at her again. Under her there is a baby. So you can see mostly her butt, but under her you might see the baby. Kind of saw her a little bit. Can you see it? We're actually gonna hang out here for a second. It looks like there's traffic up ahead. Is that the best view? You can see the baby over there. So now we're gonna head our way to East Savannah. The East is usually home for white rhinos, cheetahs, lions, sometimes some ostriches, which are really cool too. Looks like we started up with the rhinos. They're taking a nap as well on our left hand side up ahead. So we get to see them from here, and then from the other side as we go around, we get to see them a bit closer. So there's a bit of traffic going around this area here. So from here you can start to see those rhinos. You know, a group of rhinos is called a crash. And white rhinos, they're actually larger than the black rhino that we saw earlier. White rhinos can weigh from 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. They can still charge up to 30 miles an hour. Rhinos also have very sensitive skin, so what to do, they will roll in the mud that's on their left side in the middle to use it as a natural form of sunscreen. And they also like to scratch their backs and their bodies into the trees to get rid of old skin cells. So you can see them from here a little bit more. You know, the horns of the rhinos, those are made out of keratin, which is the same thing that we have on our fingernails. On our left side, heading towards the back, there is a cheetah over there. So she's right in the middle. On her left side, can you see her? She's heading towards the back. Sometimes she has a friend with her, so let's see if you're able to see her. You might see her from here again. She's like all the way in the back, walking towards her right side. Oh, there's another one back here. If you didn't get to see that one, you definitely see this one here in the middle. She's getting close right here. And cheetahs can speed up to 60 miles an hour in less than 3 seconds. They can hold that speed up to a couple hundred. They also like to use their tails to create balance while they're running. They have really beautiful tear markings under their eyes, which also reflect the sun, because they are daylight hunters. Speaking about hunters, the formation of rocks that's back here on the left, it is known as Kobe rocks. It's usually home for predators as well. These ones, they are usually more active during the night, so let's keep our eyes open here so you can find them. So there is a male lion sleeping on the rocks here, so after you pass this one, you see him kind of like facing this way. You can see the lion from here, and then right behind him there is a female, which we'll get to see from the other side of the rocks here. So you can see the male from here, and then I'm gonna get close to see the female on the other side. Also, from the right side, you see the green truck at the end, you might see the ostriches back there. I don't think we'll be able to see it from the other side, so like, you can take a look from here. They're by the warden's truck, and then you can see the lioness after this rock here. Also, she's there over there. And lions, they can spend up to 20 hours during the day just resting, sleeping, chilling. They do their hunting during the night. The females are actually the ones who do the hunting, while the males need to protect their pride when it comes. Back here on the left, you can see some warthogs. Like I said, they're kind of like heading towards the back. So you can see this one here. They're all covered in mud. Listen, they just took a mud bath. And they like to make holes in the ground to make their homes. Oh, look at that one. So they're actually pretty good recyclers, because if they see that a hole has already been made, they'll use it for their own. And they are also related to domesticated pigs. So those ostriches are still eating back there. You know, ostriches can run as fast as 40 miles an hour. They like to use their wings to create balance while they're running, and also to change direction because they can fight. You can see the warthogs from this side a little bit more. Kind of like under this tree, you see him a little bit better. You might see some ostriches On the right side on the ground as well. Alright friends, now we're heading into the warden's host. The warden has a really important job because it takes care of all the animals here in the reserve. That includes the Nigerian lure folks. They're going to be back here to your left side. Looks like a tumbleweed screw through, you can pull them, and then kind of like next to his house, most of them are hanging out back here by the sunny area. They're really cute. They're very playful. They're actually really great climbers as well. They can be found pretty much everywhere, all day around the world. They are originally from West Africa. Hi friends, so you want to know ways or things you can do to help some animals out? You can do a simple thing that is recycling. You can recycle paper, plastic, cardboard, plastic, even your old electronics. That's going to help out lots of animals around the world to preserve their lands and their species as well. And that's what we want. If you want to see some more animals, there are a couple of places you can visit. So you go to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. There you can find some monkeys, gorillas, zebras. You can see hippos on the water. Your cats looking for to know about your real aviaries. If that's something you're interested in, please check it out. We also have a second walking trail located in Asia. That one is called the Maharaja Jungle Trek. And there you can find some Sumatran tigers, Komodo dragons. They also have some water buffaloes and a real aviary. They have about 50 different species of Asian birds, and they also have giant bats, which are real cool. So definitely check it out. This will be a great place for you to double check those roads. Make sure you have everything with you. It looks like your journey is coming to an end. We're here in Harambe. We'd really like to say goodbye. It is far too sad, far too final. So we say Kwaharini, which means to go up. So Kwaharini, friends, go well, go wild. Have a good adventure.
Well, that was wonderful. I love to see the animals. I could do the safari all day long. You get to, every time you come, you just get different animals that you get to see, and sometimes you get to see them up closer than others. So I always love doing that. It's a lot of fun.